Hello everyone, my name is John. Today, I will tell you how to set up uploading new rows from Google Sheets to the Slack service. This is necessary in order to automatically transfer new lines from Google Sheets to other systems. For example, in Slack, you can send personal notifications when a new line appears, never miss it, and you can use this data in the future. Now let's move on to the setup. First, you need to create a new connection. Next, you need to select the Google Sheets data source system. At this point, you need to select an action. Get rows new. At this stage, you need to connect your Google Sheets account to the ApiX-Drive service. In this window, we need to specify the username and password of the personal Google account. Next, be sure to check all the checkboxes. When the connected login is displayed in the list, select it. Then you need to specify the file and sheet from which you plan to receive new lines. In the Start Data Loading with Row No field, you must specify the row number from which you want to start unloading. For example, if you have 1000 rows in the table, and you do not want to transfer all these rows, you need to specify the number 999 in order to start downloading from the last one. In this case, I have 2 rows in the table, so I will put 2. At this stage, you can set up a data filter. In this case, there is no need for this, so just click Continue. At this point, you see an example of the string you specified in the settings. If you are satisfied, click Next. On this setting of the Google Sheets data source has been successfully completed. Now you need to move on to setting up data reception. Select Slack as the data receiving system. Next, you need to select an action. Send message, personal. At this stage, you need to connect your Slack account to the ApiX-Drive service. In this window, you need to specify the URL of your workspace. To do this, go to your personal Slack account. Copy URL to .slack.com. Then you need to specify the login and password of your Slack personal account or authorize through your Google account, which I will do. At this point, you need to give ApiX-Drive permission to work with your Slack account. When the connected login is displayed in the list, select it. At this stage, you need to select a user who will receive personal notifications for each new line in Google Sheets. In the text field, you can compose a message that will be sent to Slack. You can assign variables from Google Sheets to this field. In order to do this, click in the field and select a variable from the drop-down list. Note that you can use not only variables, but also write values manually. To go to the next line, use Enter. When all necessary variables are assigned, click Continue. At this point, you see an example of the data that will be sent to Slack and private notifications to the selected user for each new row in Google Sheets. If something does not suit you, click Edit and go back a step. In order to check the correctness of the settings, click Send Test Data to Slack. After successful sending, go to Slack and check the result. If everything suits you, return to the ApiX-Drive service and continue setting up. This completes the Slack data reception setup successfully. Now you need to enable auto-update and select the communication interval, for example, once every 5 minutes. That's all. I wish you successful integration settings and good luck.